Hi, everyone. It's nice to be back with you. Thank you for your patience since I have been immersed in my own process over the weekend. So I'm feeling very good and still having a little trouble feeling totally grounded. So, welcome, Alistair. Nice to have you here. Um, this will probably be short and probably not that articulate like my other one. But I did want to follow up a bit on my last video about does life feel like a battleground? In part because I felt like I didn't explain things that great, and in part because it is such a huge issue for our communities because if we are anticipating a battle, there's going to be plenty of circumstances that will show up to give us that experience. And so I just wanted to really emphasize that this battleground mentality really is a mindset, and despite the circumstances of life, it is not a mindset that we necessarily need to be in, because it is very exhausting to continually experience life as a battle. And so, we have zero control over how other people respond to us. And so we're going to be continually dealing with other people's ignorance. That's part of being a front runner. We're going to be ahead of what most people's understanding is. But that really has absolutely nothing to do with us. It is entirely the expression of other people's own inner worlds. And so, if people are judging you, it is not really saying so much about who you are as a person. You're just really getting a window into what their inner experience is like. Because if they are judging you, then they are likely having a lot of inner judgment going on as well. And so, if people don't get you, then it's not because there's something wrong with you. It is just that they can't see you from their limited framework. And encountering you, might be the thing that actually helps to expand their framework. But this also takes a lot of strength to not just take that personally. And so, although we don't have control over how other people show up, we do have absolute control over how we show up, and especially how we interpret and respond to such situations that we encounter in our everyday lives. And so, the story that we walk away telling ourselves about what happened becomes for us reality. And that creates our inner emotional experience as well. And we do have a choice in that. So we can tell a story of adversity and challenge and battle, of the inevitability of that. We can tell a story of victimization and disempowerment, or we can tell a different story, because there are always going to be challenges for us. And so we just can't wait until the circumstances that might provoke us to feel like life is a battle are over, in order to be able to be happy and relaxed in life, and to step out as leaders. Our souls did not come into physical form to be miserable. And we really do all deserve, amazing, joyous, free lives. And so if we're not living that way, then that is an indication that, something is out of alignment. And that is something that can be changed. And you're not alone in that. And, we just have so much power in the everyday situations that we encounter. But we're not trained to think of ourselves that way. And Ace, just thank you so much for sharing the story about the smile, because, I think of leadership as mostly being expressed through our everyday responses to situations. And so um, I think of this as raising the resonance. And so uh, if you're in a situation, for instance, say if you go for a massage, then while you're at the massage, then in addition to the health benefits, mental health benefits of the massage, you are also invited into the energetic field of the healer. And if the energetic field of the healer is strong enough in the vibration of peace, then you will experience that peace. And that will be part of the healing experience of the massage, beyond just what is happening with your body. And similarly, if you're surrounded by people who are very negative and complaining and judging, then you can get pulled into that vibration as well, because whatever is the strongest vibration is what will carry the day and set the tone. And so this is one of the ways that we are really called to be leaders, is to, being a leader is not that we step into situations timidly looking to see whether we are safe or not. We walk into situations knowing that we are safe because we have done our own inner work to create the inner experience of safety. And so we can take charge in setting the tone of the situation. And so whatever is the strongest vibration is the tone that will be set. And so there's just so many opportunities, as the experience that Ace shared, to be able to practice this. And so especially in thinking about gender and the world that we're living in currently, there's so much pretending going on and so little authenticity. And that creates a really unsafe environment. Everybody feels that lack of safety when everyone feels like they have to pretend and you're in your persona rather than being in your authentic self. And, when you come into a situation, if you are feeling anxious or feeling insecure, threatened, then you can actually activate that in someone else and bring that out in someone else, and therefore have the effect of creating a less safe situation for yourself. But also, if you come into a situation and you are relaxed and feeling safe and in your authentic self, then you really set a different type of tone. So you give a message to the folks around you that, that they are safe, that you're not pretending, and so you don't expect them to pretend either. And so in this way, you're creating a different tone in the world around you that is actually enhancing your own feeling of safety as well. And so this is really what I think of as, leadership, that you're not looking to somebody else to make you feel a particular way, but you're taking responsibility for how you're feeling yourself, and you're taking charge of the situation to be able to set the tone, not only for you, but also for the other people around you, which is a tremendous form of power and does make an actual difference in the world. And so, if that's something that you feel intrigued by, you feel like maybe your skill in that right now is not that strong, and you might do with some assistance in that, then reach out and send me a private message, and we can have a conversation. So I hope that this is a good alternative to the Super Bowl. I just really feel like I had an experience a couple of years ago where I had a big power surge, and I was stepping into a new role in life with my choir. It was when I took my choir to this big LGBT choir festival in Denver, and we performed in front of 1,500 people at Buell Theater, and it was so intense that actually afterward, when I was walking in the street, I actually fainted and passed out on the street because it felt like, I just had so much power that was flowing through me from having stepped into this big role that I felt like I couldn't quite hold at all. And so it kind of short-circuited me. And so this weekend, really stepping into kind of an unexpected feeling of freedom and kind of charting the course for new directions in my life. I do feel a bit like I'm having a bit of a power surge, and so I am feeling a little ungrounded. Not fainting, thankfully, but definitely not feeling quite so articulate. So thank you for your patience in that. And wow, there's a lot of folks. So Augusto and Onyx and Tavian. Oh, thanks so much for posting your picture, by the way. That was really awesome. Welcome, and thanks so much for being here with me. And just pause a moment if there's anything that you want to share, any questions that you have, any comments or reflections. Oftentimes don't see those until after I end the video. So if anybody wants to just chat live, then I'd be happy to do that. And gosh, I can't believe we're in February already. I'm going to be heading to for my chorus for the choral association that I belong to, that I mentioned about in Tucson coming up. And so I look forward to having my Facebook Live on the road from the Leadership Symposium. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I look forward to checking in with you again soon. Okay, take care.